Hello! Today we are revisiting the subreddit I Don't Work Here Lady. Let's get started. The first story today is about a lady shouting at someone because the store didn't have her chocolate. So, she had no choice. She needed her chocolate fix. Okay, so first off, English isn't my first language, so sorry for any mistakes I might make. This happened yesterday. There's a small shop close to my house, and I usually go in there when I go home. Their uniform is red shirt and black pants. My usual clothes are a plain red shirt and jeans, so it's not uncommon for people to confuse me with employees. I usually don't mind and help them out if I can, but yesterday was a long day. School was extra long because I got held up, and I had more than usual homework, which means a lot. Also, my mom wanted me to babysit my sister, so I wanted to get home as soon as possible. I just had to pick up cereal and some other things, so I was in the cereal aisle looking for the one my sister likes and not paying attention to anything else when I was literally pushed by this woman. I'll call her Kay as in Karen because, well, yeah. Kay. Excuse me, I have been trying to get your attention for a minute now. You should pay more attention to your customers. Me. Sorry, are you talking to me? I usually take a while to figure out what's happening or what to say as something happens suddenly. Also, she nearly shouted, and I'm not a big fan of loud noises. Yes, who else would I be talking to? Why are all the employees so useless here? Oh, I don't... Whatever, can you just tell me where I can get the chocolate that she wanted? I knew exactly where it was. In fact, I saw it earlier, and I thought it would be easier to just tell her. Sure, it's, as I'm telling her the directions. No, it isn't. I checked earlier. I don't know then. They probably ran out. What do you mean, no? Can't you go check? Actually, no, because... No? Look, I'm really in a hurry, and you're not doing anything. Just go and check. I have anxiety, and I get easily panicked at loud noises when she was shouting at me, and I really didn't want to deal with this. Miss, I don't work here, so, you can ask someone who does, though. What do you mean you don't work here? I demand you go and look, or else I'm gonna get you fired. I was about to cry, but thankfully an actual employee saw this lady shouting at me and came over. I'll call her E. I know her, we have some mutual friends, and she's actually really nice. She recognized me and kind of got what the situation was. E. Can I help you, miss? Yes, actually, she points at me. She's being very rude to me and failed to do her job. At this point, my mom was blowing up my phone asking where I was. She does that when I'm late home. I was very tired and I wanted to get home as soon as possible, so I thought I would just walk away. But oh boy, as soon as I started to, Karen went feral. She started shouting at me stuff like, "Where do you think you're going?" And "Did I stop talking to you?" And "You lazy shit, come here right now." The employee tried to calm her down and even threatened to call security, but she just pushed past her and grabbed me by my arm and I just snapped. I yanked my hand free as fast as I could and at the top of my lungs screamed at her, "I don't work here, miss," and just ran off. By the time I reached home, I was crying and my mom had to calm me down. I went by the store the next day and the girl who helped me out apologized and told me that apparently Karen didn't stop shouting and demanding her chocolate until they called security. So yeah, I don't know if I was overreacting, but that was like the third scariest thing that has happened to me in that shop. The lady wanted to get her chocolate and shouted at me because it ran out at the store that I don't work at. Edit. People are asking me what the other two scary stories were, and one is a girl snuck her dog in her bag and it ended up chasing me. It was a small dog, but I'm very terrified of dogs. And my friend, she works there, kinda crazy's ex, followed us to my house. We went there because mine was closer, and now I'm just kinda scared to walk alone. Also, I hate shopping there, but I live on the outskirts of a small town, and it's the only decent store around. Also, most of the people who work there are really nice. Edit 2. All the people telling me I should have punched her. I'm a 17-year-old 5'1" girl who barely ever gets out. She was twice my size, so I think you're kinda overestimating me, dudes. I don't know about a throat punch, all I could reach are her kneecaps. The last story for today is about an entitled woman at Universal Studios Japan. I am a 24-year-old female working in Osaka, Japan. Naoko, a work friend, invited me to Universal Studios Japan. I agreed because USJ has owls, live, adorable, real owls at their Harry Potter adventure, which the US one does not have. Naoko is nervous to go see them because she doesn't like big birds. I want to go, so I am asking her nicely to come with or wait for me to go see them. While we are discussing this, someone taps me on the shoulder. I turn around and see a well-dressed mother and her 11-year-old daughter. They look pretty normal. The mother, Karen, is wearing a Harry Potter shirt, carrying several bags, and looking lost. Her daughter is begging to go on a ride. Karen pulls out a map and says, "Hey, do you speak English? I cannot figure out where this ride is." I point in the general direction we came from. I tell her, "I do. We just came from that ride over there." Karen taps the map with a perfectly manicured talon. "But where specifically?" Naoko pops in because she is the most helpful person in the world. That is not sarcastic. She is wonderful. "You have pen?" she asks. She mimes drawing on the map. "I always have pens on me," I tell her. "Here, if you want, she'll circle it for you." Karen looks like I threatened to carve out her child's eyes and feed it to a demon for breakfast. She jerks the sacred map to her chest. She tells me, "Do not touch our map. Just take us there." Naoko, like the little kid from The Sixth Sense, whispers dramatically, "We see owls." I can see how annoyed Karen is getting. I am thankful that Karen made Naoko more interested in seeing the majestic sky cats. Anything, I think, is better than being around Karen. So I tell Karen that unfortunately the fucks have left the building and they will not return this season due to budget cuts in the fuck account. I tell her, politely as I can, "We are going to see the owls. Just ask one of the workers. We found a couple who speak English really well." Naoko and I are off to see the wizard. Karen says loudly, "Just take us to the ride." "No, we have to go now. My daughter is going to be really upset if we don't get to the ride before closing." "Talk to an employee, ma'am. I am not a tour guide." "But you're American." "So? I live here now, so you should help me." "No thanks. Have a nice day." Karen then turns to her daughter and tells her that I am not going to show them where the ride is so they won't be able to do it before Daddy finds them. This 11-year-old girl proceeds to fall on the ground and start sobbing. "Don't you make a scene." Complete freakout. So this girl is throwing an absolutely silent fit, pounding the ground with her hands, all while not making any noise. Naoko and I decided we are going to leave. Karen is just standing there while we leave, telling her daughter that we ruined the day, instead, of asking the super bilingual employees. It was so weird. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, click on that like button and be sure to leave a comment and let us know which subreddits you would like to see a video of, and please be sure to subscribe. If you are still in the mood for more Reddit videos, click on one of the videos on the screen right now. They are really that good. Trust me.